tap here between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Value three.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got bold. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now White. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 68 yards. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Over the middle, it's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, 35 yards. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it. Now White lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Jets 1st down.
Now White. This pass out wide to Hall. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, White. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
is the line to gain here on third down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Quick player. 12.
Once again, it's Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st down, it's White. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now White with a 1st down throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's White. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. White, and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll give to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit. They try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On second down and 4, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A play fake, now White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's second and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. White. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On fourth down, White. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Play action. It's Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Obama! Obama! Obama!
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions, touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Jets on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now White. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On second down, Swift. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
Barrio is going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now White. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, it's White. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw, White. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the shotgun, here's White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White, wide open receiver, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. White looks to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes in the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.